I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hi, my lovely gays all around the world. Quarantine. I'm Amir Yassai with AfterBuzz TV, and I'm joined by Bryant Santos, the ever gorgeous, looking like Ariana Grande's Trenta sorbet. Everything, honey. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Can't wait to talk about my queen, Ariana Grande. And I'm so excited to talk about everything gay with you two queens. Love it.
Yes. So this will not be rounded out without Ollie Drennan, Ollie Dreamer, honey, our very own Spider-Man in-house with different color hair, giving us the journey through this quarantine. It's our inaugural, I can't say that word, but it's our first show and we're popping our cherries. And we can't not mention our lovely guest, Jayla Rocks, wearing the reddest wig, honey, I've ever seen. Part that Red Sea. I mean, giving me life. Jayla, how you feeling?
Yes.
Hello.
You joined us.
Thank you for congratulations on your show. I can't wait to hear all the tea. And what are we going to get into tonight?
Oh, honey, we're going to get into so much. But before we do that, I want to give you, your due time. Jayla has been doing a lot in them streets. You are running around. You've been on CBS's Undercover Boss. You got an award from Hamburger Mary's. You've worked with Fantasia Barrino, honey, and the list goes on and on and on. And you have your own cosmetic line, That Me Cosmetics. I mean, it all makes sense. Look at that beat face, honey. You are killing it.
Yeah.
Well, I must say, gay Twitter, I'm loving the show already because y'all do y'all research. So cheers to that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm the child of an immigrant. Always do my homework. So yes, I am with y'all.
For it. No, it's been an amazing journey. So I feel like I don't have all the answers to everything, but as long as I just keep pushing forward, I never know who's watching and who's wanting to do the same thing I'm doing. So I have to set this example. And I feel like now I kind of unintentionally signed up for the leadership, trailblazer, life. And I don't think why me, but I feel like look at me.
Yes, trailblazers are honey. Trailblazers are not born; they are made, and you are making your way. So I am so happy you're here with us, especially for our first show, because that means a lot to all of us. So thank you.
Yes.
Yay!
She's an icon. She's a legend, and she is the moment, y'all. I mean, come on now.
Yes.
We are so lucky to have you. We have so many fun topics, so let's just jump in. I'm going to tease y'all a little bit because I'm a good top and I like to tease. So I'm going to jump right in. The internet, especially gay Twitter, went ablaze for bearded Pete Buttigieg. Listen, he's not my cup of tea, but when you put a beard on most men, they become my cup of tea. So I was really feeling that. So we'll jump into that. We'll show you a photo of that. And then we also have Gaga postponing the release of Chromomatic due to COVID-19. Obviously, unless you've been living under a rock or have been at many orgies that the gays are doing behind the CDC, you would not have heard this news. Bryant's loving my shade, but here, that's what I meant. Speaking of Bryant, he's gonna jump in and tell us all about Ariana Grande. She, her breakup, her new boo. We're gonna get into all of it. And then we also cannot not talk about Madonna losing her mind on Instagram Lives. She has been doing the most. She's singing about fried chicken in quarantine. She's in a bath of roses. So we're gonna get into all of that. And we just have a lot to say. So we're going to jump right in. I want to know what your thoughts are about Mr. Buttigieg. Are we standing the beard, or are we throwing him out like all the other Democrat candidates?
Gosh, let me just say that I didn't even look at this picture until right before we went live. And I was like, I'm not even going to bother because I'm not even going to be into it. I clicked it and I was like, damn it, they got me again. He's got me again. And I was like, man, he's low-key fire. I might have just voted for him. He was still in the race, but maybe not now. I don't know. I can't do it. I'm gonna put my thirst away because I don't like his platform, and that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Okay, Bryant said it well. Ollie, what are your opinions?
I mean, you know, I love a beer too, but Buttigieg is not my cup of tea. I'm here for Daddy Bernie personally. I don't see what's the tea with Daddy Buttigieg personally.
Mhm.
But everyone to each their own. To each their own. Not my cup of tea, but I'm with Daddy Bernie, and I stand with Daddy Bernie. Just that's all.
Great.
That's all.
We love it. We love to get political here on Gay Twitter. Jayla, what are you thinking?
Okay, well, I feel like, let me say this, and maybe I can speak for maybe just people who wear red wigs. I don't know. I feel like we are using the term daddy a little too loosely. I don't see him being a daddy when he's 4'11". I'm 5'9". I ain't calling daddy. He's making me some cookies in the courthouse, girl, and I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? Like Toll House.
Absolutely.
So I don't daddy. I don't. But
interesting.
I mean, hey, but Twitter is easily influenced. Anybody with hair on their body or being sexual going to go after it. Now, now I have to side with Ollie with this one, and not because we friends, but
I was like, this feels like collusion. I was like, collusion.
We in an alliance.
I have to say that I stand Daddy Bernie too, because fun fact, Daddy Bernie knows who I am. So
yes, take it to the rallies, girl.
Well said, Jayla. What I want to ask you is, what makes a daddy? What height do they have to be to make a daddy? Because you're saying Buttigieg is not tall enough. What's the daddy height? I think people want to know that.
Okay, daddy height can be, because I want to be fair, 5'8".
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, you heard it here first. 5'8" works for us. It works for us. And speaking of other shady Twitter people, so Twitter came up with a disappearing feature, kind of like Instagram stories, where it kind of like after 24 hours, it disappears. But they didn't do their research because they probably don't have enough gay people working in the office. And they called it fleets. And fleets are like, if you don't know, fleet is a UK word for a, like an enema, like what do they call that? A douche, so they didn't do the work. And so gay Twitter went nuts because Ollie, you're sideways, sweetie.
I know. I lost you guys. This is a live show. Sorry, y'all.
There you go. No, you're fine.
There we go. I was gone. The screen.
Listen, we is live. We like you sideways, but we prefer you upright, honey.
Usually same.
I'm clocking out. Goodbye.
Brian's done. So what do you guys think about these fleets and the mishap that Twitter did, and it kind of went ablaze? Like, do you guys think that is that good? Like, what do y'all think about this?
I think, well, basically, like I didn't even know what a fleet was, so I guess they're kind of like okay. I don't even know like how that research would kind of come about. It's definitely shocking when you said that. I was like, I think I've seen it one time when I was, researching the best kind of douches to use for just any random reason. I'm not gonna say why, but I was just doing that, and I think I saw the word fleet somehow, so I guess it does make sense. But I do agree with you on that. I think maybe should have just done a little bit of research, but at that same token, it's kind of just such a far out there word, they probably wouldn't even caught it. But that's just hilarious. The fact that they said, all right, let's just have some douches on Twitter. Like
people went crazy, but you know how the internet is, they kind of go off on a tangent and they kind of run away with it. So speaking of that, they also had this photo of a lesbian who was working the desk at the CDC, and the internet went ablaze because they were like, if we have a lesbian at the CDC with a lanyard around her neck, and she had the sanitizer on a lanyard, and if she's the one running our country, we all felt really good about that. So how do y'all feel about kind of this this whole moment of making her kind of a hero. She was getting stopped on the street. She was kind of the face of the gays battling Corona. So what do y'all feel about that?
I'm like,
cricket. It's okay. You know what? Like, listen, that opinion says a lot. So maybe her hero-dom has now.
I just thought it was hilarious when I saw it that why is it so accurate? That's what made me laugh so much. I'm like, God, I just like know a person just like that in my life. So it's like crazy how that's my reason I laughed, because I was like, it was just so on point. But it was hilarious. And I love the fact that that's what gay Twitter thought of, that the fact that we have this representation in such a big way, you know, at the CDC, someone who is making those big decisions for us and the world. We love that. So, and then I bet you the plot twist is going to be she's not even a lesbian. So we'll
she's like, I'm going home to my husband. Yep.
Well, I think it's a compliment. It's a lovely compliment.
Yes.
But I feel like we've been watching a little bit too much Disney Plus, a little bit too much Captain Marvel. So if we take a step back and then just realize what can we do to help flatten the curve, then we're all heroes in this situation.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yes.
Well said. That's why I think it's important that people, you know, wash your hands and social distancing. It's for other people as well. Like, a lot of people are like, I don't want to follow the rules, but it's like, I get it. Gays love to do pride. I get it. But like, we can also be prideful from our homes. And if worse comes to worse, things are getting canceled, I think we'll survive. And even I think it's great that celebrities are also taking a note, and they're also making big moves. Like, Gaga postponed the release of her album. You know, Jason Derulo canceled a bunch of concerts. So did Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato. Like, people are, I think when celebrities act accordingly, it sets a better tone. Like, do you guys think, are you guys here for all the celebrities that have been doing lives and kind of being at home and providing free content? Like, how do you guys feel about all of that?
So I love that. I actually interviewed Taylor Dane the other day, and she does these live concerts from home, which are amazing. She just takes requests, and we talked about it basically. Thankfully, we have this kind of technology where we can still interact with each other and still get this type of entertainment, because, you know, if we didn't have this, most people in entertainment would be out of a job, and most people kind of are, you know, it's such a trying time. So I do like how there are people like Taylor Dane or any other celebrity who's still making the best of a bad situation. And also those who are kind of taking a step, you know. I might get like shaded for this, but I'm also a huge fan of Kylie Jenner. She just donated to LA hospitals. So that's something. And just any kind of way you can help, I think is great. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like, I feel like these influencers, these YouTubers, these celebrities, it's in their best interest. It's their duty to kind of help spread the message of staying home and to let this lockdown be in effect, because it's what we need right now. And it's like, you're going live, you're performing, people are going to stay home and watch you and perform, and just keep on that social distancing, continue that, because it's so important. We need this virus to be on lockdown. We need to contain it, and we just can't let it spread any further. So it sucks. Like, I'm such a huge Gaga stan. That is my queen. That's my number one since I was like 14. And even today, as I'm 27, it sucks that Chromatica is postponed. I've been waiting, Gaga. We've all been waiting. The gays have been waiting.
I know.
Yes.
It sucks, but, you know, it's for the best of the freaking world, because it's a pandemic out there. We want us to be safe, healthy. And these celebrities, everyone, they need to continue that. And shout out to Kylie Jenner. I didn't know she made a donation, so that's cool. All y'all need to stop complaining. James Charles, I'm looking at you. Stop complaining about your sleep schedule, bitch. Do a donation. Donation, please, James Charles. It's your goddamn duty, bitch.
It is.
Do something good like Kylie. Like your sis, Kylie. But anyways, it sucks.
Yeah, she gave $1 million. $1 million. So it's, and again, I understand people say like, oh, she's worth $1 billion. But a lot of times when you have a lot of money, you're actually less likely to give it away. So I think kudos to her. So I'm really proud of my girl.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And, you know, furthermore, like the drag community as well. My girl, Silky Ganache, I'm friends with Gigi Good. They're all providing free shows. And I know that both y'all do the drag race panel as well for AfterBuzz. So I know that, like, it's amazing that the drag queens are taking time out of their days. And it also helps us as, you know, hosts and performers and people in the entertainment industry, it also helps us to get up, get ready, put on our rainbow shirts, and do what we need to do and provide, entertainment for people that are stuck at home that, you get tired of just watching TV. So I think it's really powerful. Have you guys caught any of the drag performances on live? Like, I haven't yet, but have any of you guys seen it?
Well,
I
all
haven't.
are drag queens. So I have seen maybe at least 4,000 drag shows on my time.
Yes.
Although some good, some bad, but I appreciate the hustle. And I feel like at this point in time, we spiritually weren't ready to be in 2020. No. So I feel like we kind of just like ran into it, and the world was like, hold up, stop, think about it. Like, what did you really want to do? So I'm taking this time out to figure out what I really want in life and what goals I really want to achieve, and let this be like my planning period and do all the things I'm too fast to accomplish. So this is the time to do a little mind, set up my future. So then time to come back out, you have this new walk and talk and essence about you, because you built a lot of yourself and your career. And that's how you get into Forbes.
Oh, okay. Okay, honey, I was trying to get out of bed and Jayla's trying to get into Forbes. So this is like, I need to learn from you. And I think that like, we're better for it if we can learn small tricks. There's so many master classes we can take. There's so many things we can do that really can help us come out of the quarantine a better person, and maybe a more fuller person. So I love that. It's such a good message. And speaking of people with really good messages, our girl Ariana Grande has jumped on in there. Bryant, you want to take it away for your Ariana special segment?
Yay! Guys, every week, yes, I want to talk about some pop diva dish, and this week it's all about Ariana Grande. So since we're on the topic of our that bitch Corona, I was gonna say our good sis Corona, but she's not a good sis, she's that bitch. That bitch Corona, there was a hilarious video circulating about Ariana Grande's reaction. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that TikTok where basically the person's wearing a sweater and it's like poking fun at Ariana Grande, like washing her hands in her little sweater, which is something that she would totally do. So she kind of reacted to it and it was hilarious, but I just thought it was a fun moment to kind of make light of this, of course, bad situation. And shout out to my girl Ariana Grande. Some other fun things happening with her on the positive note, or a little bit of both. She recently went through a breakup. Now, I am, like I mentioned, I'm one of her biggest fans, but this relationship with Mikey Foster from Social House was so low key. Like even I didn't even know about it. Like they were so down low since Boyfriend came out, and they recently broke up. And she now has a new boo. If you all have seen him, check it out. We're gonna show the picture, and this was just absolutely hilarious. His name is Dalton Gomez. This is the rumor right now. He's a real estate agent, and this hilarious image on Twitter circulated. Basically, someone commented on the picture saying he looks like Pete Davidson with a regular sleep schedule. And I screamed because I was like, don't come for him or Pete Davidson or Ariana Grande. It was hilarious. So what do you guys think about all that drama with Ariana Grande? Ollie, what are you thinking?
I mean, I love Ariana. I just wish her all the best. I know it's kind of hard being in the media and dating and whatnot, especially for her. I didn't know that she was dating a dude homeboy from Social House. That's a shock, eye opener to me. But that's kind of cool because I feel like she's kind of taking note of what's happened to her in the past, and kind of like she's been so vocal and so open about her relationships with Big Sean and obviously Pete Davidson. So obviously those aren't a thing anymore. So it's kind of like, I think she learned her lesson of kind of being a little bit more low key with relationships. So that showed a lot of growth on her part. And I really wish her the best because I just want her to be happy because she's been through so much relationships and whatnot. So it's really interesting. I wish her all the best with Pete Davidson #2. You know, he looks good.
He's cute.
Cute. Right.
He's cute. Jayla's raising her hand. Jayla, the school is in session. Let's hear it.
I am being bandwidth professional here. So, so I'm looking at Dalton Gomez, and he does look like Pete Davidson with the sleep, I just need to give herself a break. She needs to give herself a break. And by self, you know what I mean. So yeah, let's kind of like, I bet you that's where the whistle tones come from. She gotta sit it down, breathe, love yourself.
Yep.
Soak in some vinegar, those type things.
Right. But Jayla, do you think it has something to do with celebrities kind of being scared to be alone? I think especially with COVID, I've noticed a lot of celebrities like posting live every day and kind of wanting that validation. Do you think that's why they go from relationship to relationship? I sometimes worry about our pop divas.
Well, as any type of artist, with all of us included, we have some type of validation somewhere. And I feel like a lot of people, that's why they're having quarantine parties. You need to sit your ass at home. Like a lot of people don't understand how to be happy alone.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
Any little thing. And then you going live, it doesn't really go into like something progressive. So now you're taking your time out of your day to be progressive and also oversharing.
Right. Interesting. It is a lot of oversharing. There are moments where I'm like, I need to know this about my favorite celebrity. Probably not, but here we are and we're doing it. Speaking of people we don't really need to hear from, Ollie, take it away for our segment about Mr. Waka Flocka Flame.
Okay,
I got it right.
Here we go. Read all about it, y'all. Okay, so Waka Flocka Flame. I know that's a name you haven't heard in a while for good reason, because this boy is just mad. He hasn't been making good music. So he went on Instagram, y'all. I saw this on Twitter, via Twitter. This kind of went viral because of the backlash that he was coming for the flip the switch challenge on TikTok. I don't know if you're on TikTok, but I ain't on TikTok, but a lot of people are these days, especially with quarantine. Amir, I'm looking at you. I know
I am basically having a breakdown on TikTok and everyone's seeing it. I'm okay with it.
And you did the flip the switch challenge, right? I think I saw
with Brianna, with our producer.
Exactly. Yeah, our producer. So, shout out to Bree.
Follow Bree. Follow Amir on TikTok. Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, basically it's usually like a dude and a girl. They like do a little fun little like segment on TikTok, and they switch clothes, they switch like dance numbers, and it doesn't need to, you don't have to be like a man and a girl. I've seen like Kate McKinnon and Elizabeth Warren did it. But he was just mad, Waka Flocka, on Instagram. He went to his Instagram and he had this to say about the challenge. Never will I act or dress like a female. Not for promo, not for comedy, and not damn sure for a effing challenge. Where's the be a real man challenge? It's like being feminine, a wave. Please stay woke. Hashtag what the Flocka.
Oh,
so, God. I just find this... No, I really... Before you guys give me your thoughts, I just have to say this. I feel like it's very irresponsible for him to have this following, to have all these young men following him, probably struggling with their own identity issues. That doesn't have to mean that they're like gay, queer, whatever. Just people just trying to be themselves and be open with their emotions, for crying out loud. So I just find it highly problematic and irresponsible for him to post this. It's all in good fun. People just having fun on quarantine. They don't got nothing to do. This is why everyone's making their TikToks. So it's just very unfortunate that he would put this on his platform. He's just mad. You know, that to me, this is just toxic, fragile masculinity at its finest. And please, guys, let me know if you have any more thoughts on this, because it really made my blood boil when I did see this go viral the other day.
It really did. And I want to say, before we move on, I know this is like, you guys are here. We're going to be live. We want you to comment. We want you to be in the conversation. Tell us if you think Waka Flocka Flame was right or wrong, because this makes AfterBuzz the ESPN of TV talk, and you're here with all of us, and we're going to be here every week giving you all of the dish. But I do have opinion about this, because it really set me off, because what I don't like about it is that, like, he didn't really need to come for it, and he also came for J-Lo and A-Rod's TikTok specifically. So that's what really set him off, and I'm like, why are you, like, A-Rod is the face of masculinity, and he was willing to wear her dress. And like, who cares? Like, it's in all fun. And his wife even wrote, Flocka's wife, his own wife, wrote, let the people live. Nobody cares. Like, his own wife shaded him. Like, if your own wife shades you, you're obviously doing something wrong. So I was not here for this.
Yeah. I wasn't either. I thought it was so problematic, like you said, Ollie. And that's so great that you brought up A-Rod, Amir, because that shows your masculinity. When you're comfortable in who you are and your sexuality, that shows how masculine or how much true to yourself you are. So I thought that was really great as well. So I think Waka Flocka is just so problematic for this message he's putting out there. And people, like you said, can just have fun and do whatever they want. It doesn't always have to be about like sticking to this persona of like masculinity, toxic masculinity, obviously. But yeah, I can't deal with him.
Very problematic.
Well, I don't have much to say. You see, I've tuned out. I'm just like, do we expect anything more from Waka Flocka? Anybody named fucking bear? Like, I'm not gonna
Well said. It's well said. I think your reaction is true because I think the more you give stuff like this energy, it actually makes it worse because in his mind, he's probably like, look, I got 6 million hits. So he's probably thinking, all right, I did something right. But like, that's why it's kind of problematic. But you know what? That's why I love Twitter because Twitter always like, if you watch something and you're like, is this problematic? And then you go to Twitter and they really tell you what it is. And that's why I love Twitter. Speaking of that, we need to get to Madonna because I am the first to put out the PSA. We need to check on our local celebrities. Are they okay? Like, they need help. They need a hug. We have Madonna and Vanessa Hudgens that I really want to get to because they're being very messy. First of all, Madonna, she's thinking about quarantining and fried fish, and she's dancing around in her bathroom with, you know, like a lighting guy, and then she's in like a bathtub with roses. I want to hear what you guys think about Madonna. Is she the new quarantine content creator, or has she lost her mind? What do we think?
I don't know. I need to check out this video now because it sounds quite this is messed up to say, but it sounds quite entertaining, first of all.
It is.
But
It is.
maybe she has possibly lost her mind, and we'll definitely need to check on her. But hopefully it wasn't as problematic because you mentioned Vanessa Hudgens, and hopefully it wasn't as problematic as what Vanessa Hudgens said because oh my god, girl. Oh my god, she already said something problematic that she was willing to work with. I think it was Harvey that she said, or it was basically someone who was involved in the Me Too.
She said Woody Allen, so she's willing to work with Woody Allen. And so people have said, this is one tweet we had from M2T. She said, can't believe the first COVID celebrity death was Vanessa Hudgens' career. So people are really coming for her on Twitter, so it's getting a little dicey.
Yeah.
Well, Madonna, I'm surprised she's losing her mind because, I mean, you think she'd be in good spirits now that Gaga postponed Chromatica, you know? So, I don't know. Madonna's just lost her mind since the appearance of Gaga back in the day. Even when Britney came into the picture, even when Christina Aguilera, I'm sorry, Madonna, you were talented back in the day, but you got to be supportive of your other girls. No, but I don't know what Madonna's going through. As far as Vanessa Hudgens, I think she's still waiting for that High School Musical revival or something for her and Troy. What's his name? Zac Efron to come back?
Zac Efron. Well, Ollie. Speaking of that, Ashley Tisdale threw her a video like doing, and then she just sat there and drank the wine, and then Ashley Tisdale wrote, "Why don't you do the dance?" So there was a little bit like she tried to give her that revival, and she wasn't.
It's just going to show which of these celebrities you should stand after this pandemic, you know, and who's the strong-minded, who's the one who has the brain, who has the plan. Just like Jayla, I'm standing Jayla because Jayla's got a plan. Right,
yes, Jayla, let's hear it. Forbes. Honey, let's hear from Forbes.
Okay. I was going to say, let's just not stand anybody. None of these people look. These people already have their own beliefs that we just haven't really sat next to them and heard them. So you don't be surprised when they say something that's outlandish because that's how they always felt or feel or
very true. Very true.
So you never meet your idols have made up this illusion of how they're gonna be and talk to you and this family, but then you walk up on them and they be like, "Get off me, bitch." And you're like, but that's probably how they always go.
It's very true, Jayla. It is, and a lot of. What was that last part?
Oh, stand yourself.
Oh,
yes, self-love
yes.
in 2020.
Yes, stand yourself is accurate. And I think that, you know, people on the internet are gonna be trolls. They're gonna say what they're gonna say. But I think a lot of celebrities do need to watch what they say, just because of back to what we were saying about people do look up to them, unfortunately, whether they're the best version of themselves or not, because we're all on our journey. But I do like that, speaking about positivity, someone wrote, Canny Food on Twitter wrote, people making catty comments about the way Madonna looks in the bathtub is really silly, because we just had the hashtag Be Kind a few weeks ago. Let's take our sadness and make it into and support strong and talented women. So there are people that are very much like being kind of on Twitter. So we still have that, which is great. Just to wrap things up, I do want to ask, you know, we have lovely Jayla with us. I do want to ask, because you have really brought so much positivity to our show, especially our first show. I want to know what is like, if someone's out there struggling to kind of be as authentic as you are and be as true to themselves as you are, what's your advice to them if they're kind of struggling, they don't know what career path or how to be themselves? Like, what do you say to someone like that?
I actually tell myself this every single day, and I even just put it on my Instagram. If you're going through hell right now, keep going.
I love.
Fucking great.
And
that's great.
That I can offer you. I can't say, oh, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. If you're going through hell, keep going, because then you will develop that strength and that newfound love and this new adventure, and you'll go through all of these things. And then once you get to a point where you feel like, okay, I'm coasting through. So whenever you get to an obstacle, you know how to navigate it without acting emotionally or reacting. So if you're going through hell, keep going.
Yes.
So
that is very well said, and it is what we all need to hear to kind of get through all of this. What are you doing in this quarantine to kind of keep yourself sane? Do you have like a routine? Like, are you doing yoga, meditating, doing fun wigs? Like, what's the vibe?
Yeah, so I have a balance. I'm like a coin toss. So I do meditate every single day. I do a little journal and what I'm grateful for, you know, all of that stuff. And then I turn on my PlayStation and I play Grand Theft Auto, child.
Yeah.
Over all the citizens and over everything, because that keeps me sane. So
I love that.
in the real world.
No, I love that.
Yeah, if you have a PlayStation network, add me, MS Carter, THO, Miss Carter though, and let's play this book.
I love that.
I love that. I mean, what a great way to let it all out. And I think that it's important to do both. I think a lot of people are like, you can only meditate and yoga. I'm like, no, I also want to dance, ratchet, and have fun. Like, you can do both. So I love that you're keeping those things all together.
I'm from Atlanta, so I like to say, meditate and knock a few bugs. So
yes. What a fabulous place to end. I mean, it's been so fun. This is our first show for Gay Twitter. We're gonna keep bringing you the news. We're gonna be here. We're gonna have different guests. And Jayla was honestly the best guest to pop our cherry, and it was so lovely. And the hair is also the color of cherry, so it could not even be better.
And hell.
It is everything. Oh, yep. You gotta give them hell, and you gotta get through hell. I love it. So Jayla, let's start with you. Where can we find you? How can people follow you and keep in touch?
Yes. So follow me on Instagram. It's Who Is Jayla Rocks. That's ROXX. If you put too many X's, you went to the wrong website. And make sure you guys shop Batme Cosmetics. That's BATME Cosmetics.com. And if you enter the code Gay Twitter, you get you a little discount.
Oh, yes, we love a discount.
We got a code. Yeah.
Mom, I'm an influencer. I have a code. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Jayla. Thank you for being here. And Bryant, where can we all find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at the Bryant Santos. And also check out AfterBuzz's super fun new show we're doing. It's called Quarantine with the Stars. I'm interviewing a different celebrity every day, asking what they're doing during quarantine, and it's so fun. So check it out.
Ollie, where can we find you? We all want to see your hair journey.
Hey guys, you can follow my hair journey on Twitter and Instagram at Ollie Dreamer, and check me and Jayla out, since probably you guys are gay or in the queer community, on the Drag Race After Show.
Hey,
Yes.
I don't think so. I gotta go to my wife. My wife's calling.
On the Drag Race After Show on AfterBuzz TV on Sundays at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Right, or 4 p.m. on Sundays.
Yeah.
And this season has been juicy, honey. We have cherry pie with the drama. There's a lot going on. Gigi, good looking fierce. So much is happening. And you can obviously find me at Amir _ on Instagram. And it's also the same on Twitter. And then if you want to see my crazy TikToks, we teased it earlier. It's Amir _ no_. And I need followers and I need attention and validation, etc. So follow me. Thank you for being here. We'll be here every week and we will have so much fun. And I love you all. And everyone be safe. Wash your hands.
no.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.